The first period, they were on their toes. I think we weren't. They've been playing well. They've been playing fast. They've been playing hard. They got a bigger team than in the past, right? They're playing a more physical game, and sometimes you got to live it. We can talk about it all we want, but eventually we found our physicality there and got going, and especially in the second period. So we had a bad line change. We just thought the puck was deep. Didn't happen. They get a goal. But that's all we gave up in the second for the most part. I thought we really battled back. Thought we're clearly the better team and earned the right to get back in the game, and then it's anybody's game. So it was a bit of our B game and then a bit of our A game in spurts, and it was enough in the end against a good team.
You knew what you were getting in Wagner before the season in terms of what he brings to that fourth line. Does the offensive output that he's brought together surprise you though a little bit?
No, we figured he could get to 10, 12 goals if he played 13, 14, 15 minutes. Doesn't mean he's going to do it, but we had hoped he would with a little more opportunity, and he's taken advantage of it. So I don't know where he'll end up, but I think he's at 10 now, so clearly, past the previous season. We saw it last year with our fourth line. We're going to give them minutes, and they're going to play if they can accept the assignment. It's a lot of grunt work, it's a lot of face-offs in your own end. Get the puck down to the other end, get yanked off, so the offense, more offensive guys come out. You're playing against top players, asked to block shots, but they've really gravitated like our guys did last year. They're doing it again this year. Noel and Corrali and Nordy and Wags have been probably the four most guys that played in that role, and they've done a nice job.
Did you see that production from him because he's more than a straight line player, or that you were fitting him into this line?
I just think he goes to the net, Kevin, lots, and he's willing to get there. And you watch him in practice; he's got a decent shot. Willing to go to the net. I guess in terms of what he's missing offensively, you notice sometimes is that playmaking ability and tight, but he's willing to get there. And I find the guys that are going to get there in this league, and if you play enough, you got a decent shot, you're going to get rewarded. And we're willing to get pucks to the net. So, that's probably the optimism for us. And I've seen it now for a couple of years with guys similar to him, and I just think that it'll work out in our favor, because I also believe we're that team that can wear you down. So those type of players that you don't want to defend them all night. So he takes advantage of those, and the first goal is a good example of that.
Do you know about Johansson?
Right now, I believe he went to the hospital, and they'll give an update tomorrow. It looks encouraging, but I don't want to speak out of turn. Like I said, I think when all the tests are done, we'll have a better answer in the morning. It did. It broke the ice because we generated some looks. Marshy was in all alone. They score in their breakaway with their leading scorer. We don't. So sometimes you think, well, it's going to be one of those nights. But we stuck with it. Early in the year, when we weren't scoring, I don't know if we would have had the same confidence to get back in the game. Now we know we're getting our goals. So I think the guys stick with it, better. Part of that's us. We got to make sure we encourage them. But I thought we kept playing the right way. And we get a goal, sure enough. We talk about some of where Carolina can be exposed. They want to get up ice, so they'll leave the net front open at times. And you look at every goal we scored was from right on top of pretty much on top of the crease or the slot. So that was an area we thought we could get to. And if we were able to, get through the neutral zone and get there, we'd get some looks, and eventually we did.
Jake's been on a pretty good roll of late, but was this the type of game that maybe you had to say something to him to get him going?
No, I didn't say much to Jake tonight. He's been good. I mean, we want to leave him be right now, to be honest with you. He's in his groove. We'll talk to him about routes maybe if they're off or something like that, but not about getting him going. I think he's got good jump. The other Saturday their line was a little sluggish, I thought, but that's going to happen. They've had some big games. I thought our whole team was a little bit. But tonight I thought he was going to be okay. He had his legs, he was pursuing pucks. And usually when he has his legs and he's on pucks, eventually good things will happen, and they did. I mean, look at the goal. He just stripped the guy. Most defensemen don't think that's going to happen, and all of a sudden he's got the puck and throwing it to the crease.
Take two more.
Just to follow up on that, did you feel like Krejci kind of elevated his game for that line and sort of Jake fed off that?
Yeah, I think they go hand in hand. I mean, Krejci is the driver of that line. We know that. When he's going, you know, those other guys are, you know, he'll pull them along. When he's not going, it's tougher for them because he's the guy that controls it in the middle of the ice. Now they can still influence the play with their foot speed here and there, but usually when, you know, that they're in, when they're going well together. I think it's like Berge and Marsh, how they've become that way. So now maybe we're seeing the, I don't say now, but that birth of that last year, and it's really growing this year, especially of late.
This is the most we've seen Backus fight. Do you want him in that role because of his concussions? Do you worry about him?
I do. I worry about. Listen, they're human beings first, right? And when you coach them every day, that's always a concern. But David, I think, is grabbing onto an area of the lineup where he feels he can contribute. So, you know, we really appreciate that as a staff, and the players do too, that he's putting himself in harm's way for the good of the team. And that's leadership. So I prefer he doesn't do it every night, and hopefully, you know, that this has just been a run where he's had to do it. But, you know, I can't predict the future. But, again, it's a testament to his character.